Before Fubara was chosen as a chosen one, there had been agreement. Agreement in the sense that those that worked for him, even the Bible said, the laborer shall be first partaker of the fruit. It's in the Bible. Those that worked for him are supposed to be in the government. But Fubara wants to start up another new formation, which is not what they agreed on. That is the problem.
So, people are saying it's in terms of political godfatherism.
Forget about political godfatherism. There's no way out, there's no godfatherism. Even Fubara wants to Tinubu to be his godfather now. As I'm talking with you. That is the essence.
When humans, especially Africans, when they needed something, they are ready to dance, they are ready to pledge loyalty to the last. But as soon as that thing comes to their hand, they begin to disobey or to go against the agreement. Yes, power intoxicates a lot. You know, one thing people should understand is, before Sim came into the office, he had an agreement with Wike, the former governor. And you know, during the campaign, a lot of Rivers people were asking, is it Wike that is running for this governor? That Sim cannot even make any statement or campaign for himself, because they had an agreement. This guy went from door to door, street to street, community to community, campaigned for Sin, and now he has assumed office. He wants to show that power.
Now defected from the
initial agreement. From the initial agreement. So I will advise him to keep on to the agreement, his promises, and stop listening what people will say, so that he will finish his office, his term.
Taking people of Rivers State for granted. I can remember, and you could remember, when Wike was governor of Rivers State. He ruled Rivers State as a dictator. Nobody suggests for him. He do everything based on how he feel like doing it. But I'm surprised today that same person who ruled the state as an emperor is now dictating or trying to dictate for the sitting governor, which is Fubara, and is quite, is quite wrong.
The problem to me, I don't think it's money. It's not money. That is a problem.
Fubara is not paying his dues?
No, he's paying, not that dues. I think that the problem is that there are people that Wike don't want to come in, that are coming in. So Wike don't want Fubara to let them come in. That is the problem.
From the PDP side?
But he said one time that they interviewed, he said those articles, obedient, he said it, the articles and the obedience. So he doesn't want them.
Your enemy should be
First State best, but the godfather, which is our FCT minister, control him, told him that we take some percentage. So that is why the Wala de River State, and people of River State support the
Fubara is a good man.
Yes.
We want him to rule. But the other one, from my own experience, so not the other person, I see him as a greedy man. When he enter, he don't want another person to go. He's a greedy man. He want to stay here. You don't want to. I don't like the way he's doing.
So now we came with the problem of
problem. Now him be the problem of River State. As I see it for myself.
Advice where you will give him
make him leave governor to rule, make something good. Make him concentrate for what he's doing.
Make him focus on Abuja.
Yes, make him focus. Yes, it's what I want.
Right. My real concern now is the intervention of the president. The president is said to have intervened. But if you look at the intervention, the 8-point resolution that we released yesterday, as far as I'm concerned, it has a lot of ponder to make. One, yes, the implications are so inconsistent. It's going to bring about a lot of problems in the state rather than solving it. The information getting to us here in Rivers State is that the president means well. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think that can be said to be true. Because is like a one-sided resolution. Now, before now, the governor have recognized the House of Assembly led by the former House leader. Then, one of the resolutions was that the one that is headed by Amehule should be recognized. How do you do that? In all the resolutions that were taken, there was no mention of the other faction. And you want peace to reign? I don't get it. It is going to be very, very difficult for peace to reign in this state if proper resolutions are not taken, if it is going to be in the way that the president have just said it. For me, I think the president has done his work, but those who went there should know that if you want peace, you cannot be one-sided.
So the president is on one side.
Yes.
It's the weaker side.
Yes.
The rep member who defected to APC.
Yeah.
Side.
Yes.
So they are only playing politics.
Yes.
So what do you think is the way forward out of this?
Now, going forward, I think everybody is now waiting, including myself. They are waiting for the governor or any person that was in that meeting to come out and speak to the state residents, the people in this river state.
It's the duty of the governor to speak.
Yes, the governor or his commissioner should come and address the state. It is from there most of us will not know even what to say, because most of us cannot say certain things now because the issues are not clear. So it is when the people who were in that meeting come out to explain what happened and what actually happened and what did not happen, then we cannot speak our mind.
The implication of godfatherism in Nigeria, it never ends well. How do we solve this issue from recurrence of such?
Now, the president is the father of godfatherism in Nigeria, and you are asking him to come and intervene in this type of matter, and he has intervened based on experience. If you go to Lagos State, he is the person that is recognized. Though he's the president, but everything about the state, he determines it, he directs it, and that's not a good way to go. Yes. So, if I were to be the governor here, I will go according to the law. That is constitutionally. That is the only thing that will save this state. Many people don't want that godfatherism to continue. Because if the governor is to abide by what has just been ruled out from Abuja, then he has just accepted that godfatherism will continue in this state.
When humans, especially Africans, when they needed something, they are ready to dance, they are ready to pledge loyalty to the last. But as soon as that thing comes to their hand, they begin to disobey or to go against the agreement. Yes, power intoxicates a lot. You know, one thing people should understand is, before Sim came into the office, he had an agreement with Wike, the former governor. And you know, during the campaign, a lot of Rivers people were asking, is it Wike that is running for this governor that Sim cannot even make any statement or campaign for himself? Because they had an agreement. This guy went from door to door, street to street, community to community, campaigned for Sin, and now he has assumed office. He wants to show that power.
Now defected from the
initial agreement. From the initial agreement. So I will advise him to keep on to the agreement, his promises, and stop listening what people will say, so that he will finish his office, his term.
At the detriment of the people of Rivers State?
No, there is no detriment. You see, when we look at the antecedent of the former governor, Wike performed a lot. Excellent. So we expect him to perform more than his predecessor. So the Wike cannot lead him astray.
Your reactions are to Asari Dokubo's sister and Asari itself. People angry.
No. You see, they shouldn't come to divide River State. River State is one River State. There's nothing like a Ijaw, there's nothing like Ikwere and this and that. So when he was campaigning, when Wike was going around campaigning, we are at the Jaws. That is one thing. So when they come to ethnicity now, they want to divide River State, they want to cause crisis. As in what Boma Goodhead said, I know too well that after now, they will invite her. And I know that she cannot substantiate her claims, her allegations. You know, so when persons are angry, they can say anything. They can say anything. But I am happy now that Sim has come to realize that his master is his master by going to Abuja to make for peace. So let him come back to the state, agree to the terms of the agreement so that he will finish his office in good faith.
Wike too have adhered to what elders are
Of course. Wike is somebody I know too well. That when you come for peace, he's ready to make peace. But if he said the other way around, he does not fear anybody.
He will fight to the finish.
Of course, Wike fight to the finish. He told Atiku that he cannot make it, and Atiku did not make it.
So,
and Atiku is regretting till today.
What will you say of political godfatherism in Nigeria? Will it ever end? Because we've seen that the thing never end well with the father and the people they brought into power.
You cannot do away with a political godfather as long as African politics is concerned. But what happens, just like I said initially, if you reach an agreement with somebody that wants to bring you to power, make sure you hold on to that agreement. That is
was chosen as a chosen one. There had been agreement. Agreement in the sense that those that worked for him, even the Bible said, the laborer shall be first partaker of the fruit. It's in the Bible. Those that worked for him are supposed to be in the government. But Fubara wants to start up another new formation, which is not what they agreed on. That is the problem.
So people are saying this in terms of political godfatherism.
Forget about political godfatherism. There's nowhere there's no godfatherism. Even Fubara wants to Tinubu to be his godfather now. As I'm talking with you, that is the essence. That is why he's even agreeing what Tinubu has offered him. So what are we talking? There's nowhere there's no political godfather. Nowhere. More so in Nigeria or Africa.
So what would you say? Is it the sitting governor that defected from the agreed initial agreement?
Yes, he has refused to honor what they agreed before they made him the chosen one. He has refused to agree. And let me also let you know.
He disturbed the structure that Wike was saying.
That is it. That is what the structure. The structure means the people that have been on ground should be first partaker.
Are we talking about the ring road, which...
Not ring road. Let me tell you where this thing is coming from.
Yes.
It's coming from the caretaker of local government. People that will take over from the local government because their tenure is going to expire by January or February. So the people that will be the caretaker, are you hearing me? To work for those who are coming as elected local government chairman. These are the structures we are talking about.
What about the commissioners that were resigned?
Commissioners are already part of the structure. That was why they took the it was the agreement.
Yeah.
That was why they gave them commissioners. But since they discovered that
the man from previous administration,
yes,
those commissioners were still working.
They're part of the structure now.
Which is not supposed to be so.
Listen.
New people need to be brought into the system.
Yes, let me tell you.
Probably they are giving the governor tough time and headache because they've been there for a very long time.
This
small boy will now come be controlling us because
it is the agreement he agreed before they made him the chosen. I've told you.
He was loyal.
He agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, make me. And they have made him. He said, no, I want to be myself. Are you hearing what I'm saying? But my own is that the people are still saying don't follow, don't agree. They were not supporters when this thing started. They are people that are from far saying, why would Fubara become? Fubara is EFCC will hold him. We'll go and catch him. They never voted for Fubara. But what I'm saying in essence, thank God Buhari, Tinubu has weighed in to quench the issue.
Your reactions to Asari Dokumbo's sister coming up to
how can that one is completely flimsy. Yes, it's nonsense. It's completely nonsense.
Asari himself coming up. The Ijaw people are angry with this current.
This is not a Ijaw issue. It is not a Ijaw issue. Because if the former governor wanted to make an Ecuador man governor, he would have made it. So it's not an Ijaw issue. It's not a Ijaw issue. We all of us are the one in Rivers State. If we want to say Ijaw and Ikwere, okay, what are we now? Are we Igbos? We are not Igbos. So where are we coming from? So why people talking about Ijaw? We are Rivers people. Don't talk of Ijaw issue here. Because even if you want to make, if you had known, you would have made another Ijaw man, another a German, this governor that you made Fubara, if you know that Fubara will disappoint him this way.
Who are the, apart from Ikore, Ikore is the only ethnics in Rivers State that is not Ijo?
Not the Hauda people are there, Ijo. The Hauda people are there. Ogoni.
What makes you an Ijo person?
They call the Ijo people the Calabaris, the Bayelsans. That's how they call themselves Ijo people. But all I know is that in Rivers State, there's no lighting like Ijo. What we have is Riverland and...
Like, what can we say that makes you an Ijo man? How can we differentiate an Ijo person from an Ikwere person?
That is what I'm saying. They call themselves because they live in the riverine. We are also in riverine. Okay. Mama Bakreman is very close to the river. I speak I speak with Calabaris. We are each other. Okay. Because they are riverine, they stay in the coastal region in Nigeria. We are also part of it. Okay. But because we speak another language.
Okay. So that's what makes them.
Yes.
Any
riverine coastal region where the oil is coming from. The oil is also coming from our area. Why wouldn't we be Ijo?
So people are talking about Ijo. Emanating from Wike, that is the architect of all this problem.
It is him. For me, it's him. He refused to honor agreement. He refused to honor the agreement they had. But let me tell you, Wike is also being too harsh. I don't like it.
You said you should not put the ladder that you plan.
That is what we are talking about.
But he also put Amechi ladder down.
Amechi did not make Wike at all. Rather, I should say if me Wike make Amechi. I mean, how did Amechi make Wike? How? Whatever.
But he was the one. He was like a godfather to Wike as well.
He was never been. They were colleagues.
They were colleagues, but it was.
It's not the same thing like.
Amechi gave him the chance.
Let me tell you, it's not. He never gave him one single chance. If that is what you're saying, it's never. He can never say so.
Let's talk about political prosperity in Nigeria.
Yes.
It has never ended well.
It cannot end. It cannot end. Tinubu is still godfather till tomorrow in Lagos State. It cannot end.
And that's why we are where we are right now.
It cannot end, except there is a complete revolution that the youth will take over.
What do you support now? Public revolution?
The young men should rise up.
Wala of Rivers State. What's your thoughts, sir?
My brother, is quite unfortunate that the past governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, has taken people of Rivers State for granted. I can remember, and you could remember, when Nyesom Wike was governor of Rivers State. Yes. He ruled Rivers State as an dictator. Nobody suggests for him. He do everything based on how he feel like doing it. But I'm surprised today that same person who ruled the state as an emperor is now dictating or trying to dictate for the sitting governor, which is Fubara, and is quite, is quite wrong that such a man, after 8 years as governor of Rivers State, is still coming today to dictate for the sitting governor. Even when the sitting governor wants to go and urinate, he expects him to take permission from him, which is wrong.
But they had an agreement.
Rivers State is not his family.
They had an agreement.
Him and who had an agreement?
Before he brought him into power, people are saying they had an agreement.
People are saying that
defected from the initial agreement they had. That's why they're having the problem. Like Wike said, that he's trying to disrupt the political structure of Rivers State. Probably the project, probably his people in the office, his commissioners are resigning now.
Yeah.
So that's, and you've seen that APC is a house member expected to listen. There's a disruption, and some people don't want to be loyal to the government because they are all
loyal to Wike.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Is the problem he has created to the.
Sorry, the government is just a figurehead. It's Wike that is the
controlling the structures. Yeah. We are aware. Already he said it that nobody can destroy his structure. But I wonder the type of structure Wike have in Rivers State. We have had governors who served this state before Wike came in as a governor. Ada George, I can remember, Ada George was one time governor of Rivers State. Spiff was one time governor of Rivers State. Former governor Peter Odele was one time governor of Rivers State. Right Honorable Chibike wrote to me, Amechi was one time governor of Rivers State. So what are we talking about structure? Structure is when you are the governor, when you are in charge. You take over the structure, you control the structure. Wike is done with his assignment as governor of Rivers State. He's now a minister of FCT, Abuja. So we don't expect him to intervene or to intrude for the issues that is happening in the state, affairs of the state. We expect him to do his job. Are there in Abuja?
How do you see Rivers State?
To me,
yes,
Rivers State is still safe, and even the current governor still have the ambition, he still have the political will to bring dividend of democracy to Rivers State.
The structure is like, what is the structure he's talking about? That don't tamper with the structure of Rivers State. Is it the ring road which the governor have refused, to start working on?
No, they are working on ring road even before now.
But it has started this train that Amechi 8 years abandoned for several years. The governor has signed it that they should continue with the project, which the project of ring road we are not seeing.
The ring road project, they have started work now. It's 3.5 years contract. So the way the contract is going, I hope NDDC, Julius Berger have their own pattern. They have their own way of working. Like that St. John's area, they have started work.
So what's the problem now?
The problem, to me, I don't think it's money. It's not money. That is a problem.
Fubara is not paying his dues?
No, he's paying, not that dues. I think that the problem is that there are people that Wike don't want to come in, that are coming in. So Wike don't want Fubara to let them come in. That is the problem.
The PDP side.
But he said one time that the interview, he said those articles obedient. Yeah. He said it, the articles and the obedience.
So he wants.
So he doesn't want them.
Your enemy should be your enemy as well.
That is what he wants.
Your godfather.
That is what he wants.
So this issue of political godfatherism in Nigeria, we've seen it has never ended well. Where do we go from here, sir?
I don't think it can end soon, unless somebody that have the capacity to fight a godfather. If you don't have the capacity to fight your godfather will still win you.
Which
you cannot
see the attributes in
like
Fubara?
This one, he doesn't have the capacity to fight.
Asari Dokumbo, sister coming out to say something that is trending.
Okay, that Boma, good head.
And Asari himself came out to say job people are angry with the president himself.
They will say their opinion, but when Wike nominated Sim, that is single-handedly brought Sim, they never said this. They didn't say, even that time they say Sim, mother is from my phone. That is a Wike sister. But now they are now saying, it's not, this thing is not ethnic something. It's a Rivers State matter. Not a Jaw matter, Ikore matter, it's a Rivers State matter. There are Ikore people that are supporting Sim.
Ikore man, where do we go from here?
We are going somewhere. They have settled. I hope this